Most people think of past lives as something behind us, but what if I told you they are not in the past at all? What if your past lives are actually happening right now? Parallel versions of you waiting to be consciously integrated? Today I'm going to share a perspective that could completely shift the way you see yourself, your spiritual growth, and even your reality. We were all fragmented. We only feel and perceive this version of ourselves in this particular life, and most never thought they could be and are part of something greater. By understanding that past lives are actually parallel lives, we can begin to expand our consciousness and live a richer, more complete existence by integrating consciously wisdom from all our other selves. I said consciously because unconsciously it happens automatically. I can feel it. It seems like it was designed like that. Every second we integrate a specific amount of wisdom from all our other selves. So in what way are parallel lives part of this large awakening? Let's see. Imagine your body trapped in a wooden box from the neck down, like our parallel lives, parts of ourselves we don't fully use. For generations it's been this way, and we've come to believe we are nothing more than heads on pedestals. This metaphor perfectly captures all the incredible abilities within us that remain hidden simply because we are unaware of them. Like the vast region of the brain once believed to be unused, or the so-called junk DNA that scientists once thought served no purpose. There are the parts of ourselves waiting to be awakened. So as heads on pedestals, we've learned to live only through our mouths, as if that were all we are. Then the box, as the time goes by, gets some holes, and through them we feel a breeze, a first hint that we're more than just heads. Then we meet someone who has freed a hand, showing that we are more than heads on pedestals. The box was never who we truly are. We are the body under the box. We start to remember that, expanding back into the whole body. My first hint, the breeze from me, was my dragon guide. She recently revealed to me that she is me from a parallel reality. I'll probably make a video about it. Metaphorically, the person with free hand for me was actually the moment I discovered the concept of bilocation. Bilocation is a phenomenon where one person can exist in two places at the same time. Right now, I'm reading an amazing series of books called Ella Aquarius by Tania Stooner, and I highly recommend it. It is a very enriching read. One of those characters in the book is Boy, who can split himself into 7 identical versions of himself. Each version is fully complete, capable of living its own life and making its own decisions. He can stay split for as long as he wants, and when he reconnects, he instantly downloads all the experiences, memories, and knowledge from each of his 7 lives. What's fascinating is that even though the boy is split, he can communicate telepathically with his other versions. Yet each one lives fully, without being overwhelmed by the others. And when they reconnect, the integration is seamless, as if they were never apart. I usually get several hints from my guides in case I don't understand the first one. The second one was the Loki series. There, Loki meets his parallel selves, and each self is different. It doesn't look the same. It can be a different age, a different gender, but it can even be a different species. There, Loki even meets his parallel self, which is an alligator, and it reminds me and my dragon. For me, those stories perfectly mirrors what I'm beginning to realize about myself. We all do actually exist in many places at once, an infinite number in fact, because Source itself is constantly evolving and we are Source. It really helps me to grasp the oneness of all, because each of us is essentially a parallel version of the one being that is Source. So, in conclusion, what benefit do we gain by adopting this perspective and consciously working with it? First of all, unity with all selves, realization that you're not just one person but a multidimensional being. It dissolves the illusion of separation. Another one, perceiving past and future lives as a parallel helps us step out of the illusion of linear time. You also accelerate growth through higher wisdom. You begin to integrate not only knowledge, but also emotional maturity, creativity, and spiritual insights from all your other selves. You become a living library of infinite experiences. You make smarter decisions. Different versions of you can try different choices or timelines, letting you know what works without the usual trial and error. And there is most likely a greater potential that I have not yet unlocked. I feel it is there, but it has not yet shown itself to me. And one more thing, I also want to point out that it goes both ways. Our parallel selves also draw experiences from us. I was shown this through the energy work I did a few weeks ago. And funny thing, today I actually read a channeling about parallel selves as well. And what was new for me, and I feel really pleased by that information, is when you work on yourself and in this reality and you ascend, every other versions of you will ascend with you. It's like one whole thing, like you all are whole. So if you reach that point to a 5D, the rest that they are lower and lower dimensions will go with you. That's incredible. Finally, the reason I'm making this video is simple: to remind us to expand into the fullness of who we are, while staying true to this version of ourselves. Source wants to experience itself through every possible form, and right now that means you fully authentic and fully here. I know it can feel tempting to escape into other realities as a dragon, a galactic being, or someone who seems wiser, freer, or more powerful. But the point isn't to run away. It's to be inspired, to receive guidance and downloads from your parallel selves, and then bring the wisdom back here. Stay yourself. Live this life as authentically as you can. That's how you serve the whole, and that's why we are here. So if you have a guide, try ask him or her if he is your parallel version, and let me know down in the comments what did you find out. I will probably make a video about my dragon guide, the full story about us. So if you're interested, just go and watch this video. Thank you.